Owen Doyle isn't tiptoeing around the issue anymore. The former IRFU referee's boss has gone straight for the heart of modern rugby's most controversial trend, and in his view, the so-called bomb squad is a blatant abuse of the game. What began with South Africa in 2019 as a clever edge has, according to Doyle, morphed into something far uglier. A 6-2 bench splitback then raised eyebrows. The 7-1 gamble in the 2023 World Cup final set off alarm bells. 7 forwards. 1 back. A conveyor belt of power unleashed late in the game, and rugby, Doyle argues, stood back and let it happen. Subscribe Red Spot Sports for latest sports stories. Yes, the Springboks won. Yes, others followed. Bath rode the formula to a treble. England stacked their bench with heavyweight backrowers. But Doyle says success has blinded the sport to what it's actually doing. This isn't innovation, he insists. It's distortion. Doyle aligns himself firmly with critics like Willie John McBride, Matt Williams, and Keith Wood, arguing that the modern use of the bench tramples all over the spirit in which replacements were introduced in the first place. Substitutions were meant to protect the game, not weaponize it. He flatly dismisses the idea of injury-only replacements. That ship has sailed. Players would fake injuries, and even independent doctors would be powerless to stop it. But that doesn't mean rugby should shrug its shoulders and accept the current chaos. Instead, Doyle argues the numbers should never have been allowed to balloon into forward-heavy monstrosities. He points out that 8 replacements came from logic, not tactics, 3 front-row players to prevent uncontested scrums, cover in the second row and back row, and then specialist replacements in the backs. Balanced. Measured. Fair. The 6-2 and 7-1 splits represent a complete departure from that thinking, and Doyle is scathing about the consequences. Fresh forwards weighing close to 140 kilograms entering the game against players who've already taken 60 minutes of punishment. He doesn't dress it up. It cannot be safe, he says, and he means it literally. To Doyle, this is common sense screaming to be heard. The moment these bench splits appeared should have been the moment World Rugby stepped in. Instead, nobody spoke up. No clarification. No challenge. No courage. These were, and remain, outside the spirit of the law, Doyle insists. Rugby didn't just stretch the rules, it hid behind them. World Rugby's defense is science. No evidence, they say, that fresh players late in the game increase injury risk. No medical reason to intervene. Alan Gilpin's message is clear: if it's legal and it works, let it be. But Doyle isn't buying it. This, he argues, isn't about data points or laboratory studies. It's about the integrity of the contest and the direction rugby is hurtling toward. There may be many ways to win a rugby match. But Doyle's warning is brutal and unmistakable.